Welcome to Movie Trivia Under the Lights. Uno, dos, tres, wow! Welcome everyone to Movie Trivia Under the Lights. My name is Alex Helmer. Joining me behind the desk today is the great Ryan Camp. And what a match we have in store for you guys today. A singles exhibition match. We're going to be back in singles after a brief stunt in duos. We're going to get to that, back to the tournament, we promise. But today, we're back to singles with Jake Coffey and charming Chad Clark. Both Season 3 rookies making their singles debuts. We both saw them briefly in the free-for-all. Ryan, how are you doing today? And what are your thoughts on this matchup?
Well, I'm doing very well, Alex, and gotta be honest, I'm still shaking just from the movie trivia frenzy. I mean, I was backstage for honestly one of the best duos matches that I think I've ever seen. You came up on the short end of the stick, unfortunately.
I did.
But I was backstage and I was just like, oh my God. And my brain was melting at just the action. And of course, we have a new champion, so many developments going in. But this match, I'm looking real hard at Jake Coffey because he's someone who was the #1 draft pick, and I'm afraid that if I had to use a sports reference, I feel like he's going to be like the #1 draft pick in the 2000 NFL draft when someone else is the Tom Brady at 199 and doing 1,000 times better than he is. It's a long season, so I could be wrong, but as I sit right now, that's my thoughts on it. And to top all of that off, Jake is with the Hungry Bogarts, and they're not doing so hot right now. I believe you told me backstage they have not won a match since November of 2021, which I'm pretty sure a human child could have been conceived in that amount of time. So it's really is a do or die attitude, or do or die time right here and right now.
Couldn't agree more. Like you said, the Hungry Bogarts for a second season in a row are on the bottom of the leaderboard. They haven't won a match in over 9 months, which is kind of crazy. Tristan, he picked Jake as his #1 pick, thinking that he would kind of bring the Hungry Bogarts out of the flames, if you will. And Jake, although this is only a second match, we saw him in duos briefly. He has a lot of pressure on him today to make an impression and get this W for the Hungry Bogarts because they really need the help, as you said. But we talked a lot about Jake. What about a fellow rookie, a second-round pick in the Season 3 Season 3 draft representing the Cinephiles in Paradise? Charming Chad Clark.
Now, this guy's a bit of an unknown to me. Like I said, he is a rookie, but just generally, just looking at his favorite movies, Magnolia, Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford, it's looking like his strengths are going to be a bit off the beaten path, but that doesn't exactly mean that he doesn't have general knowledge. I really don't know what to expect, but I've went in blind to matches before and I've been completely surprised. I mean, one of my first matches was in the duos tournament, and Anthony Tisdale, that man shocked the hell out of me. So
even in
anything
the loss,
can happen.
Yep, I concur. And Chad, representing the Cinephiles in Paradise, we're climbing the leaderboard steadily. We mentioned that brilliant duos match last week, which has brought the Cinephiles in Paradise to 4th place. With the win here, they would they would actually tie with the Wolfpack for 3rd place, and they would keep up that undefeated streak. And like we said, the Hungry Bogarts all the way down there with a not so brilliant 0-4 record. Chad, like you said, a bit of an unknown, as we saw from those movies on his kind of bio right here, 2000 stuff. So Chad, as we can kind of delve into from those favorite movies, maybe we can come to the conclusion that he's a more modern movie guy, 2000s, 2010s. And you can see a lot of that from his film review page, Like, Love, Hate Reviews, where you can see a lot of his kind of new release compared to Jake, kind of all over the map with all movies that he box him. yeah, both these competitors have a lot working for them, a lot don't working for them. But I'm very excited to get to it.
Let's do this. Alex, you good?
I'm back. Out of all the people's internet that we thought would go out today, I don't think I was the number one pick on that list. But
and mine got struck by lightning.
Ryan,
so...
just in case I go out again, why don't you get to the first competitor?
Very good.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I think I'm back right now, so I can do it myself, actually. But let's get to the first competitor.
Let's bring him out.
Representing the Hungry Bogarts, making his singles League of Cinephiles debut, Jake Coffey.
What's up, guys?
Jake, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I feel like I had a bit of a chip on my shoulder today because I realized being the first, as you guys have mentioned, that I've been the first overall pick, haven't quite lived up to expectations quite yet, and I'm looking to change that today. And also hoping to give the Hungry Bogarts their first win in like 86 years. So, nice.
For sure. And any thoughts on your competitor today, Chad? We barely kind of seen him in season 3 thus far, but does that put a bit more pressure on you, not knowing your competitor's strengths and weaknesses?
Yeah. I think it puts a little bit of a makes me a little worried because I don't know what kind of player he's capable of being. But I feel like I can go up against anybody. So whoever I face, I feel like I can take on.
Love the confidence. Now let's get to him. Making his singles League of Cinephiles debut, representing the Cinephiles in Paradise, charming Chad Warrior.
What's up, guys?
Chad, how are you doing today? Are you intimidated by the arena in your first time here in singles? Or are you kind of ready for this opportunity here?
I'm a little nervous. Got a number 1 pick over here. Obviously got some knowledge. So, see how it goes.
For sure. And let's see if that pressure increases when we show you guys the poll on Instagram, which shows kind of who the audience thought would win in this matchup. 78% going to the number 1 pick, Jake Coffey. Charming Chad Clark not looking too charmed by that poll result. But fun fact, Ryan, actually the poll that we did last week for the Royal Flush versus Mercenaries of Bad News match was the first poll where the audience got the results wrong. So, audience, I love you guys, but you're not always right, unfortunately.
It's just an Instagram poll, but a win will solve a lot of problems for either one of these competitors. So let's dig in, shall we?
For sure. Now, let's get to round 1. What do we have planned here?
In round 1, each competitor will receive 8 questions. They will have 15 seconds to answer each question. They must write down each answer legibly and completely. They have 1 point for each correct answer, and throughout the game, each competitor has 3 repeats and 1 challenge that they have to use throughout, so they got to stagger it out. And that is all round 1. And if a competitor goes perfect, then they get the honorary Helmer bonus point.
Which is, of course, me. And a reminder, guys, if you're new to League of Cinephiles, make sure to like the video. Thank you for everyone for being in the live chat. If you're not in the live chat already, get active in there. Talk to the people. There's some great people in there right now. And, of course, subscribe to the channel as well. Now, Chad, are you ready?
Yes.
Jake, are you ready?
Let's do this.
Then let's get ready to clash. Ryan, take us away with question number 1.
Yes, sir. Gentlemen, your first question. Joan Wilder has what occupation in Romancing the Stone?
Jake went to his board quickly on this one. Let's see if Chad can match him on the speed. 3, 2, 1.
All right, Chad, what you got?
I've actually not seen this movie, so this is a wild guess. Archaeologist?
And Jake?
I said she's a writer.
Correct answer was writer. So Jake is on the board 1-0.
Second question. Singin' in the Rain takes place in what decade?
Love this movie 2 pieces.
I give it a 7 out of 10.
Dude,
That's all I gotta say about the matter.
we're going to have words when this is over.
Trust me, we have. 3, 2, 1. Chad.
I got 50s.
Jake.
I watched this last week. It's the 1920s.
Ooh.
And that is correct. 1920s it is. Jake is on the board 2-0.
Good question, Ryan.
Question number 3. 2020's Hillbilly Elegy was nominated for 2 Oscars, with one in the category of Best Supporting Actress. In what other category was it nominated in?
Saw 13 Lives recently, another Ron Howard movie, and another 6 out of 10. Surprise, surprise. 3, 2, 1.
All right, Jake, you're up.
I said makeup and hairstyling.
And Chad?
Is it adapted screenplay?
Correct answer is makeup and hairstyling. Jake gets another point. He is running away with this thing 3-0.
You're nothing perfect so far. He actually tied his average first round, so Jake trying to get those stats up.
Progress.
Next question. How many movies did Wes Anderson direct during the 2000s? Three, 2, 1. Jake.
I said 1.
Interesting guess. Chad.
4.
You're looking for 4. Chad on the board. 3-1.
All right, finally.
All
Feels
right.
good.
Next question. Ryan, hold your breath for this one.
A cowardly boy enters a library to escape a storm, only to be transformed into an animated illustration by a librarian in what adventure film starring Macaulay Culkin? I've actually seen this quite a few times.
Looks good. I haven't seen it, but it looks intriguing.
Patrick Stewart is a book in that movie.
Oh my god.
3, 2, 1. Jake, stop
Jake?
writing.
Jake
I know of it, but I can't think of the title.
and Chad.
I haven't seen it. Is it The Page Master?
Mm.
Age Master is correct. Chad gets another point. 3. Bringing it to within
All right.
1.
Next question. Can you see and hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Okay, cool. Who plays the lead role of Jack Prescott in the 1976 remake of King Kong?
Produced by Dino De Laurentiis.
I don't know who that is. I'm gonna
He
take this moment.
He produced a crud ton of movies. He was like
Oh, I
William
can tell if you
Castle.
know a producer's name. Gosh, I can't even name one. 3, 2, 1. Chad.
Said Robert Redford.
Jake.
Jeff Bridges.
Oh, Jeff Bridges.
And
Jeff
we
Bridges
were looking
is correct.
4-2. Next question.
Oh, okay.
Ryan?
Yeah. Although Richard Dreyfuss had his fair share of adventures on the water in Jaws, what Wolfgang Peterson, may he rest in peace, film saw Dreyfuss return to the seven seas on a sinking cruise ship alongside Kurt Russell?
Oh,
R.I.P. indeed. Jake looks like he's erasing something there. Could be good or bad. Maybe he wrote Jaws. 3, 2, 1. Jake.
I say Poseidon.
Chad.
Also Poseidon.
And they both get it. So it's now 5-3.
Final question in round 1. What is the name of the 2005 sequel to 1998's The Mask of Zorro, starring Antonio Banderas?
The steepest dip in quality from movie 1 to movie 2 I have ever seen.
I have actually never seen a single Zorro movie.
Watch Mask of Zorro. Ignore this one.
Okay.
Like the
I won't watch the
plague.
sequel. 3, 2,
repeat.
1. That's time.
That is a repeat.
First one.
It's like Jake may be second guessing himself there.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go to Jake first.
Got nothing.
And Chad?
Same. I just put Mask of Zorro too. You know.
Neither one gets it. It is The Legend of Zorro. The Legend of Zorro.
Okay.
So after round 1, what is the score, Ryan?
It is 5-3 in favor of Jake, and we've still got a couple more rounds left.
All right, let's go to round 2. What do we have planned here?
In round 2, each player must identify the name of the actor from the picture provided. There will be 3 pictures for each player, and each question is worth the number of the points it is.
Hope you guys can read. So Jake, you're in the lead so far. Would you like to go first or defer to Chad?
I'll go first.
All right, your 1-point picture.
For 1 point. Name this guy.
It's Justin Theroux.
Justin Theroux is correct. That is 1 point.
Next, let's go to Chad for his 1-point picture. See
Chad.
if he can make it a 2-point game.
For 1 point. Name this actor.
Ooh, I know that guy. Drawing a blank though. He's in Bruges.
3,
Damn it.
2, 1. That's time. We were looking for Brendan Gleeson. You might know him from a bunch of movies.
Brendan
He seems to
Gleeson.
pop up everywhere. Let's move on now to the 2-point pictures. First for Jake.
For 2 points. Name this actor.
That's Song Kang-ho.
Song Kang-ho is correct for 2 points.
Impressive game for Jake so far. We head back to Chad to see if he can make it a 2-point game.
And Jake didn't even blink on that one.
It's Kevin Kline.
Kevin Kline is correct. That's 2 points for Chad. 8-5.
All right. So big 3-point pictures now. This is for Mr. Coffey first to see if he can go 3 for 3.
Jake, for 3 points, name this actress.
I think that's Olivia Dijon.
Olivia Dijon is correct for 3 points.
What a round for Jake, going 3 for 3 in the picture. I'm putting a lot of pressure on Chad to get this one right.
Chad, for 3 points. Name this actor.
David Carradine.
David Carradine is correct. That is 3 points for Chad.
Impressive picture round for both players. Only one missed picture between the two players, and that was the 1 point picture, showing how maybe points don't really matter. But at the end of the day, points do actually matter because the score at the moment is.
It is 11-8 in favor of Jake.
All right, let's head to round 3. Brian? Say it once, I'll say it again. I hope you guys can read. All right. Each competitor will have four questions, which are all worth 2 points. The questions will all correlate to one specific category that will be assigned to them via the Wheel of Truth. If the competitor doesn't like the first category they spin onto, they can choose to spin again. In this case, they must stick to the second category that's spun onto. In this round, a competitor can choose to go to multiple choice on their questions. If they do this, the correct answer will be only worth 1 point. If the competitor guesses a question incorrectly, their opponent has a chance to steal for that many points. When stealing, a competitor cannot go to multiple choice unless the player they're stealing from have already done so. If a competitor lands on a wildcard slice, they can choose to spin again on that first spin, but must quit the category on the second spin. A wildcard slice can be either spinner's choice, opponent's choice, or a 4 question from a random actor's filmography. So let's take a look at that wheel, shall we? So on the wheel today, we have 2010s, SNL alums, Oscars, Westerns, Harry Potter, Bruce Willis, Netflix originals, the 3 wildcard slices, A24 comic book movies, Jack Nicholson, sports movies, and Audrey Hepburn. Jake, would you like to go first or defer to Chad?
I'll defer to Chad.
All right, Chad, your first spin. Ooh, wild card number 3. Does Chad like to live on the edge, or would he like to spin again?
Let's spin again.
He will spin again. Not a man who likes to live on the edge, I see. Let's see what his second spin will give him.
Ooh.
2010s.
This?
God, sorry. Get over to Mr. Coffey.
Spin again.
The wheel doesn't finish spinning.
Not even hesitating.
Let's go to that second spin. Both competitors decided to go to their second spin, deciding to see what the wheel can give them. And that's a wild card, folks. So let's see wild card number 2, which is spinner's choice.
Okay.
Big win for Mr. Coffey there.
Let's see. I'll do Oscars helped me last time, so I'll do Oscars again.
All right, he's going to stick with Oscars. The second straight game that Jake Aldacoffey will head to the realm of Oscars. But for now, though, Ryan, we're going to be going to 2010s. Would you like to read Clark?
Gladly.
All right. First question.
All right, Chad. First question in the realm of the 2010s. Who plays the Thing in 2015's Fantastic Four?
Ooh, I forgot that movie.
Good.
I wish I could.
Not good for now. Can I get multiple choice?
Multiple choice. Your options are A. Jamie Bell, B. Toby Kebbell, C. Michael B. Jordan, D. Tim Blake Nelson.
Jamie Bell.
Jamie Bell is correct for 1 point.
Next question. Ryan?
What is the subtitle for the second film in the Purge franchise?
The Purge Anarchy?
That is correct for 2 points. We have a tie ball game.
Tie game.
third question. In the report, Annette Bening plays what United States senator who is still in office today?
Hands as well, Chad.
Sorry. Ooh. I saw this movie. For some reason, I'm thinking Dianne Feinstein. I don't know if that's a senator. It's what's in my head.
Is that your final answer?
Correct. Yeah.
Dianne Feinstein is correct for 2 more points.
Yeah. That was a stretch. Somehow I stored that in my brain.
That was a pull and a half from Chad. Fourth and final question. The 2010s comedy The Campaign is about a congressional election in what U.S. state?
Can I get multiple choice?
You certainly may.
All right. So your options are A, B, Kentucky, C, North Carolina, or D, Missouri.
Kentucky was my gut instinct, so I'm going to go Kentucky.
And that is incorrect. Let's go to Jake for the potential steal.
Okay, I'll go with C, North Carolina.
And that's correct for a big 1 point, bringing the score back to a 1 point lead for Chad. Chad's still winning, though, as we go down to the realm of Oscars to Mr. Coffey. Jake,
All right,
your first question. Which film released in 1950 won the Best Picture Oscar?
Multiple.
Going to multiple choice. The options are A, An American in Paris, B, Sunset Boulevard, C, All Kingsmen, or D, All About Eve.
American in Paris. Answer.
That is incorrect. Let's get over to Chad for the potential 1 point steal.
Say All About Eve.
That is correct for a huge 1 point steal, bringing it back to a tie game. 13 all as we head now
I think you
to
got that
Jake's
reversed.
second question. John Williams' last Oscar win for Best Original Score came for what film?
Oh, fuck. It's been a long time. Do multiple.
Your options are A, The Force Awakens, B, Saving Private Ryan, C, Schindler's List, or D, War Horse.
Let's go Schindler's List.
That's correct for 1 point. Deficit is now 1 for Jake as we head now to the third question. The 2019 drama The Two Popes was nominated for how many Oscars?
I believe that's I want to say
3, 2, 1.
4.
That's incorrect. Let's get over to Chad for the 2 point steal.
I say 3.
And that's correct for a huge 2 points. What a turning point. Chad has taken the lead for the first time, or for the second time in the game now. He is, he was already in the lead, but he is still in the lead, 16-13. As we head now to the fourth and final question for the first round pick. Although Cher won her first and only Oscar for Moonstruck, what film earned her first nomination?
Oh my god, I knew this too. Multiple.
It's going to multiple choice. Is it A, mask, B, 9 to 5, C, body heat, or D, Silkwood?
Let's go with Silkwood.
And that's correct for 1 point. Deficit is now 2. So at the end of the round, the score at the moment, Ryan, is
it is 16-14 in favor of Chad. Chad has a 2-point lead. However, we're going into the Clint Eastwood round, and
a lot can happen here. A lot going for this match so far. Round.
in the Clint Eastwood round, competitors will choose 3 numbers, which will all correlate to 3 directors that their questions will be related to. The questions will be worth 2, 3, and 5 points respectively. Whoever has the most points at the end of the round will be declared the winner.
All right. And right now, Chad has his 3 repeats remaining while Jake has 2. So, Jake, as you are losing in the match so far, pick 3 numbers between 1 and 12.
4, 6, 10.
4, 6, 10.
Chad.
1, 8, 11.
1, 8, 11. We're going to head. All right, we're going to head to Mr. Coffey first for his 2-point question to tie the game. A vital win here. He chose number 4, which correlates to William Friedkin. Popular one here. All right, your 2-point question to tie the game. Best Picture winner, The French Connection, was released in what year?
1970. 1971.
He says 1971, and that is correct for 2 points, tying the game. Going back to Chad now. What number did Chad choose?
He chose number 1.
Which correlates to Christopher Nolan. To take the lead once again. Here we are. In Tenet.
Did you read it? I didn't hear you read the question.
Yes.
Okay. Shoot. I've already forgotten this movie. Ooh.
3, 2, 1. That's time. We were looking for Aaron Taylor Johnson. So Chad misses 2-pointer there. Let's see if he can go down to his 3. A vital miss there. What did Chad pick for his 3-point director?
Chose number 8, which correlates to
Great, Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood.
Here we go. The namesake. Ah, yes, he's right there. So he's no excuse to get this question wrong. All right, here you go. For 3 points. Letters from Iwo Jima and Flags of Our Fathers were released in what year?
I believe that was 2006.
And that is correct for 3 points.
Chad takes back the lead. What a match so far here, Ryan. 19-16. We're heading back to Jake for his 3-point question. What number did he choose?
He chose the number 6, which correlates to James Cameron. James Cameron.
Okay.
All right, your 3-point question. Jake, your internet good? Just wondering.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator smuggles his shotgun and box of what when he enters the shopping mall in Terminator 2 Judgment Day?
Chocolates.
Chocolates is incorrect. We were looking for roses. Roses.
Okay.
So, huge moment here, Ryan. If Jake cannot get his 5-point question correct, Chad will win the match. What number did he choose?
He chose the number 10, which correlates to.
I did not even write it here, so I'm going to write it right now. David Fincher.
David Fincher.
Okay.
It's for all
2
the
repeats
marbles.
remaining. Here we go. Nick and Amy live in a small town in what Midwestern U.S. state in Gone Girl?
Midwestern. State. I think it's
3, 2, 1. Second one. Three, two, one. Last one. Tense here.
I want to say Missouri.
Missouri is correct for 5
Oh
points.
my god. Jesus.
That's the League of Cinephiles is all for, guys. 16 or 21-19 now. What a match. Or 22-19. Wait, this is 22-19?
This good game.
It's 21-19. Doesn't matter, though. Jake's still in the lead.
Yeah.
What an answer there. All right, so 21-19. Going back to Chad. If Chad answers right, he wins the match. If he doesn't, Jake wins the match. For all the marbles here, what number did he choose?
He chose the number 11, which correlates to Peter Weir. For this is for the whole enchilada.
Three repeats remaining. Truman seeks to one day travel to what real-life island in the Truman?
Is that Fiji for the win?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
And your winner! The correct answer was Fiji. What a match this was, living up to all the hype and more. Chad, what a win for you. High-scoring ball game of 24-21. Any words from you?
That was amazing. Great job by Jake. Put a lot of pressure on me. I really couldn't tell you a Peter Weir film, so I was really sweating it there. But I have seen The Truman Show. It was one of my favorites when I was a kid. So, yeah.
Chad,
This
is your debut. I mean, this is like Goldberg squashing Hugh Morris. I mean, this is a big deal. With this win behind you, what do you have next? Like, who's your next dragon you want to slay?
Oh, whoever wants to take me on.
Ooh, challenger. I like that. I like
I got
the
the number one
spirit
pick, so whoever wants it.
For
That
sure.
is true.
And what was your thought process heading into the match and then coming out of it? Because you were down by 3 earlier in that match. It was 3-0. Although not looking great. I mean, going 0-for-3 to start the game off. What do you do in order to kind of improve and kind of get those W's rolling and get those correct answers and points?
Just keep trying. I went over in the Battle Royale there, so I was feeling like it was going to be a do-over here. But questions started to roll in. Got the questions I knew, some good questions, and made it happen.
Well, congratulations, Chad. No matter what your strategies were, it doesn't matter here because you got the W. Enjoyed the W, and congratulations as well to the Cinephiles in Paradise. All right, now let's get to Mr. Coffey. Jake, what a match from you, my friend. It was a great match all around. You came short. If you were to kind of configure this match and do some things differently, because it is your singles debut, was there anything that you kind of left on the board that you feel like you should have gotten in hindsight?
Yes, obviously the third round, there were about 2 there that I knew that, especially the 2 clips question. I looking back on it, I was stupid to say 4, meant to say 3. But like you just got to hand it to Chad. He's a very tough opponent, and I tried to give it my all. I'm mostly happy with my performance, but I still feel like I can do a lot better than I did today.
I mean, I completely agree. And like you said, that 2 points question, Ryan, when you look at the math here, if Chad guesses, if he says number 3 instead of number 4, he wins the match. The points being 23 to 22. That is a 4-point swing here, with the deficit for him being 3. So that one number really kind of decided it all when you look at all the numbers. So Jake being that one number off, does that kind of motivate you to kind of in the future kind of bring some more heat, prepare more, and kind of get the W next time?
I feel like I'm preparing a lot already. I study every day. I spend most of my day studying and stuff. It's like I'm trying to figure out what more I can do, because I feel like I've been trying to give it my all. But it's definitely made the 2 Posts my least favorite movie now.
I like that movie. But for you, as this is your first singles loss, you're looking at that next W for you. Is there anybody you're looking to face? Anybody on any faction or any future event that you're keeping an eye on?
One person that comes to mind is Jacob. Because I feel like
sorry, you went out there. What name? I'm actually very curious what name it is. So
I said Jacob.
Jacob.
Ooh.
I feel like he would be a fun opponent, because I feel like we are pretty different in our knowledge of things. So I feel like it would be sort of fun to clash with him. But he's like the first one to come to mind.
For sure, Jacob, if you're hearing that in the audience, you have a challenger. But Jake, sorry about the loss, my friend. But again, you had a ton of opportunities. I'm sure next time you'll do it. I'll see you soon, my friend.
All right, sounds good.
All right, Ryan, as we close out this match so far, what a match. I mean, we didn't expect this coming out of Movie Trivia Frenzy, that we would have such a great match, maybe up to the caliber as the ones that we saw last Wednesday. But what are your first thoughts coming out of this one?
These two just threw haymakers just from the word go. And I want all of you at home, don't forget the name, Charming Chad Clark, Triple C. I'm putting in the prediction now. He's going to be something in this league. I don't know what, but he is going to be something. Quote me on that.
Wow. And Ryan, you haven't been too shabby with your predictions so far. You predicted the Mercenaries of Bad News to topple us, the Royal Flush. So, Chad, if you're listening, that's a good omen right there. A good luck charm. But sadly, unfortunately, I'm sorry, Tristan, if you're watching this, but I can't help but laugh. But the Hungry Bogarts, still the streak continues. 0 for 5 on the season, still haven't won since November of 2021. Ryan, the big question is, do you think they'll reach that 365-day landmark?
It's hard to say. I mean, it's a long season, so anything can happen, but I'm getting very much job squad energy from the Hungry Bogarts right here and now. So, it's very sad, but the League of Cinephiles is brutal. It's like time; it waits for no man. So, who knows what truly can happen?
Yep, I concur. Guys, thank you all for being here. Apologies about the internet connections, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the match. Nonetheless, if you are new to the League of Cinephiles, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Where does Chad go next? Where does Jake go next? Make sure you subscribe so you know all of that, so you're up to date on all the faction stuff, all the championship events that we have coming up soon. We have a lot of great stuff planned, and check out some of the Cinemores matches we've had in Season 3 thus far, as well as that we'll have in the coming weeks. And again, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Thank you all for being in the live chat. And as always, Alex Elmer wishing you ciao.